And we're back, and it's been a couple weeks actually since I posted a proper video. Today I wanted to speak about my rear brakes. So in the last couple of videos you would have seen me post about or unbox these brakes, and since then it's been about 2,000 kilometers driving on them. The bed-in is complete. As you can see, the faces are shiny, whereas they were black before. The hubs are nice and clean. They're still coated, but the face, as expected, is now gloss. It's shiny, which is what you expect. And I apologize if there's a lot of wind noise. It is a nice day outside, but it is windy. This area being very open, there's a bit of wind. So we're gonna do our best to record this in a way where you don't get too much wind noise. But back to the brakes. So I've had these for about 2,000 kilometers. There's a couple things that I would like to comment on. Let's talk about them. So there's a few things you should be looking out for when buying a set of brakes. Okay, what is the purpose? Number one, like what are you using them for? Are you daily driving your car? Are you driving it on the track? Are you street driving it? Are you looking to reduce noise because your original brakes are very loud? Are you looking to reduce brake dust? As you can very well see, that is something that I clearly can't get rid of. Are you looking to have a lot more bite out of the brakes when you're doing a lot more heavy braking? Do you have a heavy foot? So a lot of things that you should be looking out for. So what we're going to talk about today is exactly how these Reibung brakes do in all of these areas. Number one, performance. So I bought these brakes because I daily drive this car. I've had this car for several years now, and these are the third set of brakes I've had on this car. I've had Techstar brakes, Brembos, and now these Reibungs. I'm actually running Techstars in the front and these Reibung brakes in the rear. So first and foremost, let's talk about the performance of these brakes. What I truly feel about these brakes when compared to my last set of brakes, the Techstars, and then the previous set, which were Brembos. These bite pretty well. They're not the best. I'm not going to say they are the best when it comes to ultimate bite. They have a pretty good bite. They are very smooth, so they have a very good brake pedal feel where you don't feel the inconsistency of some brakes, which is, it's like an on and off switch. These aren't like that. Sometimes you get a set of brakes which have a very good initial grab and then they kind of fade out. These ones, they come on really smooth. Okay, like they grab. It's very predictable is the way I would like to describe it. They don't have that bite where it's like initial, where you get that jerk and then you're kind of just faded away. No, these come on very smooth, and they kind of have that consistency of, you feel it in the brake pedal as you're pressing harder, the brakes generally grab better. And I've had no complaints. Honestly, they're very smooth for daily driving. And I'm not going to say I'm an aggressive driver, but I won't say I'm a light-footed. I don't hit the brakes hard. I'm not that person. But living in Toronto, you do use your brakes a lot more than you use your gas, to be honest. There's a lot of traffic here, especially on the 401, our busiest highway. So I use these brakes a lot, and as you can see from the front, I have a lot of brake dust. But as you can see in the rear, I don't have a lot of brake dust. So that's number two, brake dust. These things don't create nearly as much brake dust as the Techstar ones I had before. So these wheels were washed all at the same time. Okay, I have Techstars in the front, and keep in mind the fronts do a lot more of the actual braking of your car. Okay, they're physically a lot bigger for a reason. So naturally you'll always get more brake dust in the front than you would in the rear. But this is insane, Techstar. This is shocking. Okay, I don't get nearly as much brake dust, and I apologize again, it's windy today, but they are very good with keeping the brake dust low, and that I really like. Number three, let's talk about noise. Okay, so I've had these again for 2,000 kilometers. I did the bed-in process as normal. The initial bed-in was a little noisy. I'm not gonna lie. They are where they were. I thought there was something wrong at first because they were a little noisy, but as I soon realized, it's just the coating that was coming off. So obviously, if you watch my unboxing video where I show you exactly how they come from the factory. You see all this black, which is a coating that they've applied, was on the face as well. And they did this, it's an anti-corrosion coating which they've applied, so naturally wearing that down, there's a bit of noise. And to be honest, I initially, I know I'm telling you because of past experiences, I thought there was something wrong with the brakes. I genuinely was worried. I'm like, well, that doesn't sound normal. But as I soon learned, it was literally just the bed-in process, the breaking in period. Once that was cleared, these brakes went silent. They went smooth. They are butter. If anything, honestly, they feel smoother than the Techstar brakes that I have at the front. I give it a 5 out of 5 on noise. And the last thing I'm really going to comment on is visual. How I feel about their look. Okay, some people buy brakes because how they look. Obviously, yes, these are running the stock calipers. Please, I didn't even coat these calipers. It's been so long I've had this car. But you know, a huge part of buying a set of brakes, especially when they come coated, okay, from the factory, is exactly that. Like, you're buying this coating for, and obviously, you know, to prevent corrosion and rust and all that, but they also look really good, and I think that's important. Okay, keeping your rotors nice and black in the areas where they would usually rust, especially up at the, you know, the vented part, the fins, and the hub part of the brakes, super important. I think that to me was so nice that they came fully coated black. I'm really impressed, honestly. I really like that, and for the price, like, top notch. Okay, so that I appreciate with Reibung brakes. So with all of that in mind, would I recommend these brakes? Okay, after everything I just spoke about, and I've blabbed on for quite some time now, would I recommend these Reibung brakes? Yes. In a nutshell, they are great. They've performed as expected over the 2,000 kilometers I've been driving this car. Obviously, I'm going to be driving a lot more, and maybe I'll put together another video of 6 months, a year, you know, 20-30K on these brakes. But as of right now, 100% recommend them. The price point, excellent for the brakes that you're getting. The quality has been great. The pedal feel, great, as I mentioned, as expected. Are they the greatest brakes I've ever had on a car? No. When it comes to performance, they are as expected. They're performing perfectly fine for the street. I'm sure they have, you know, performance brakes that you could buy, which would do a lot better when it comes to bite. But as of right now, and my expectations were met, and honestly, that's all I can ask for. The brakes have done an excellent job. They grab well, they feel good, and they look great. And to be honest, not much brake dust, which is super important. So with that, I'm going to end the video here. If you like this video, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for more content, and I'll see you guys very shortly.